Basement Bookers Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast. It's me, BasementJer, with Rich the Riz, the most rizzest, baldest man. This week, we're talking about Saturday night's main event. The day after Friday, 2 days from now, if this is actually uploaded on Thursday, which it won't be. So, before Saturday, so tomorrow or right now, I don't know what you decided to do. Maybe you decided to do the right thing and you got it and you went as soon as it was ready. Help me out here.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
Saturday night's main event. There might be another match or two added. I'm not positive.
well, that doesn't help us, does it?
You are correct, because as of right now, there are only 3 matches listed. Let's work bottom up. I mean, I like the bottom one certainly could be a main event.
I'm the
at any other event.
one who decides what order we're going. All right.
Okay.
And we're going in the order that it's in the damn overlay group. We're
Okay.
going in that order. Okay. I don't think it actually matters, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna talk about. Damn it! I didn't size it right. You can see the room a little bit. All right,
That's
so
fine.
this one we're gonna have. It's this one's about a misunderstanding, I think. Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. I think we have, I think we had a bit of a misunderstanding there. So,
Yeah, what seems to have happened at the last? No, that was a SmackDown.
That
wasn't
was a SmackDown. Do you need help?
Yeah.
It was a SmackDown.
Yeah.
3 stages of hell. Drew
Yeah,
won the
because
first one and he won the last one.
Yeah, because 3 stages of hell is typically like a PLE match.
Yes.
So Jacob
and
Fatu returned, attacked Drew McIntyre, looked like, he's getting him back for taking him out weeks ago. Cody pulls him off like, hey, man, what are you doing? And then Jacob just goes nuts on Cody, costing Cody the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, if you're gonna get in the way of a young man doing young man shit, you're gonna get caught up in the crossfire there. It's like shopping for deodorant and there's only one stick left. He wants it, you want it, only want it, you can have it.
Yeah.
I don't know how this applies here, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody on this one. I think if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. Why? Because maybe he needs a win after losing the belt. Want to get some of that momentum back, but don't let me stop you.
This is non-title,
By the
right?
way, don't put money on anything we say. We're not a gambling site. We're just guessing around here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It's not enough matches. I feel like it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of anything. But I don't feel that this venue is appropriate for a champion of my standing. Honestly, if I'm being honest about that. And I am, as always. I just think I'm better. I'm better than this edition of Saturday Night's Main Event. But I think Cody Rhodes should win this match because, Triple H loves Cody Rhodes. He dreams about Cody Rhodes. When he's hugging his wife, he's thinking about Cody Rhodes. It's like, wow, this would be so much better if it was Cody Rhodes with your chest, and I don't know what's wrong with Triple H.
Well, listen, everyone's got
right with Triple H, depending on your own point of view. Obviously, there's
right.
no wrong or right answer here.
Exactly. Everyone's got a kink. Everyone's got a kink. Everyone's got a little something in them. But, let's see. 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 Let's see.
Some people just love Cody too much.
Yeah. So now, obviously, there are only two possible outcomes. But what I want to say here is that there's a possibility that they have something in mind more long term for Jacob, and this match is going to be the starting point of that. Maybe a faction. Maybe he gets a buddy, a crew. I don't know.
A
Throwing it
buddy
out
or
there.
crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throwing it out there. Just in case it happens, we can Horowitz device it. Jacob could win with assistance from someone. And then, he has a little, maybe start a little tag team and then a little faction kind of thing. But the safe choice here, obviously, is Cody. If Jacob wins, this is the starting point of something, is all I'm saying. But
You think every Samoa needs a gang? Man. No.
Although, you get a bunch of Samoans en masse. That's a lot of...
Samoan
Biggie
man
would love it.
gang.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Anyway. Yeah. So, but I think the safe money is Cody Rhodes.
That's your pet name for him?
That is an adorable little 7-year-old's pet name for him.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. It's okay, bro. If you like Cody like that, it's all right. We all love Cody.
Whoa!
Some more than others. All right. This one's a little bit better. All right. So this we got. All right. This is a tough one. Everyone's favorite number one contenders: Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, guest starring Trick Williams. Since he's new to this, so we have ourselves a fatal 4-way for the first challenger to Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship. I'm assuming at the Royal Rumble. I don't know.
That would make sense. Since it is the week after.
Safe money says if you're a fan of Trick Williams and you're looking forward to him taking on Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, then I suggest you change your mind because it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd love for it to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm looking at these guys, and look, you could look at these guys too. You could look at these guys, and you tell me who's more serious here, okay? Randy always looks the same. Damian Priest always looks the same. I can't say Trick Williams always looks the same because that might get me into trouble. But Sami Zayn is determined. And I think Sami Zayn, that's going to be the only way he gets a WWE title match. It's going to be against Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Maybe maybe they could be testing the waters a little bit here, see what we're cooking here. But my safe money, Sami Zayn, followed by, I guess Randy would be. I would go Sami, Randy, Trick, Priest. Priest, Trick. I would go Priest, Trick because you can run back Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, because Damian Priest took the world title from him. Randy and Drew have battles, and Randy does want to be WWE champion. He was eyeing it when it was on Cody's shoulder. So literally, the only one here outside of making a name for himself is Trick Williams that has not as much to as in the mix as I feel for who would win this. So they could always, just for shock value, because when I watch Unreal Season 2, sometimes they be doing things just because.
Mm-hmm.
So, just because it's unpredictable, it will be suggested.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was suggested for like a brief second that Pat McAfee beats Gunter. And then they're like, and then what?
Was that Koski?
He's, I don't know. I think it might have been, no, it might have been the Fabulous Freebird. And and somebody was like, he's gonna be more unhinged than ever. And then every time he's at ringside, he's gonna see those guys sitting there. It's just never gonna go away. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So yeah, they could just give it to Trek to just be like, hey, look at the viral moment we did. You know,
Mm-hmm.
those things you heard about Triple H, they're not true. And this is how we prove it. You know, something stupid like that. But I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn. It's the only way for him to get a WWE title match. And Drew McIntyre just bullying him and destroying him. You know, he could be that underdog. He could go in there and like you could believe, you're gonna believe, because he's beating Gunter for the Intercontinental Championship. All that goodwill he's had behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna lose. So that's what I would do.
Wow. It all makes sense. It all seems logical.
Also, it's in Montreal. Just
That's true.
it's a hometown hero over there.
Mm-hmm. I was originally going to say, for me, it's between two guys. So I was originally thinking it's either Orton or Priest. And I was going to go with Orton. But I think in either scenario, the question afterwards is, so where does Sam go from here?
Who cares?
But
That's not my
maybe
problem. That's their problem.
getting to the world title at the Rumble next week and just not winning. Maybe Drew cheats. Who knows?
I don't think Drew has to cheat.
That
I
actually would
think
be better.
he's just stronger.
That would be better. But maybe that marks a turn point for Sammy. What if?
Yeah. What if? What if?
What if Kevin Owens is just about ready to come back and he
And do
returns
what?
as a heel, and Sammy? Say I don't know if this happens at main event or at the Rumble. We'll see. But Sammy, after losing to Drew McIntyre next week at the Rumble, says something's got to change. I have to change. I'm going to be that change. And he turns heel, aligned with Kevin Owens, who's just, just mirror careers their whole lives. So ultimately, he changed my mind. I think Sammy.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
How will you turn a man who would be coming from a career ending, like they don't even know if he'll wrestle again,
Mm-hmm.
and he's somehow able to come back? You're going to make him a heel. How are you going to get people to boo him? Like, what does he have to do? Like, he'd have to do something horrible in
There
order
are,
to do that, right?
yes, there are a select few people that I think would be capable of that. And Kevin Owens is one of them.
I don't know, man. I think people are just going to keep cheering him. You know, it's like, yeah, he's back. You kicked that baby. That baby's fucking evil.
Snitsky'd it.
No, it was an actual real baby.
Oh.
Yeah, he
I
did
don't
it
want
for
that.
real. Because that's the only way I think that you're gonna get someone to turn on Kevin Owens and as an audience member after he'd be coming back from because they don't even know if he'll be able to wrestle again.
Man, it sucks.
You act like this is like Tommaso Ciampa just quitting. This is like
I don't
maybe
like that
he
either.
can't. Look, he wants to go out there and he wants to be independent. Maybe he'll wrestle in TNA. Maybe we'll see him in AEW, or you'll see him in AEW. Someone else will see him in AEW. That's what it's all about. It's not like he's just done wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Cora Jade's on TNA. Sonya Deville's on TNA. You can. There is life after WWE. Who knows? Mandy Rose might come back to TNA. Well, come to TNA. Just why not? Just get more money. Keep getting more money.
Why not?
Get the money. Go ahead. Just get all the money. All right. So let's get on with it. Let's get on to the Get Money Fatal 4-Way tag team match, actually. Not a Fatal 4-Way. There's two teams here.
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody getting hysterical out there. He thought this 4-Way. Obviously, it's a tag team. I mean, it could be a Fatal 4-Way at some point.
A lot of eyes on this match, I'm telling you.
Okay, settle down. All right, so
Liv always asks people to watch her, so
6, 8 eyeballs to be exact.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the champions here to retain. Because they just got the belts. And Io and Rhea are Triple H's favorites of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no chance here. What this means for Judgment Day after, I couldn't tell you. But what I do say, well, who knows? It could be that they win by disqualification or something. But Rhea Ripley and IYO are going to be the champions. Probably going into WrestleMania, if I had to guess.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a multi-team match for the women's tag titles at Mania. In that multi-team match, I think it's going to...
No, it's okay. You could still,
They got... No, I'm saying
multiple people matches aren't very great to me.
I agree. But, they like to stack the card so everyone gets a payday.
Sure.
Which is fine.
Their payday is not my concern. Our entertainment value is totally different.
I understand that. I'm just explaining the logic here. So, I think in that multi-team match, that is where Liv and Roxanne win back the tag titles, or win the tag titles, because I don't think they've been champions together. But this Saturday night's main event, Rio will retain.
Well, that was easy. It's pretty simple stuff, I think. I don't see how they get away with 3 matches. I think after SmackDown, there might be one more, because it'll probably be 4. But they can still do 3, which really won't matter to us, because we've already recorded the episode. So.
Yep. I saw a headline that said that AJ Lee, they already have a match for her at Mania.
All right, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Intercontinental Championship. All right, so what's next? What do they think of next? They're so awesome at that. And I would have Becky win. Because
she shows up to work.
AJ's not a full-timer. There's no... she can beat her by cheating and maybe run it back at SummerSlam so you can get another match out of that.
Yep.
If you're going to do that every time I say run it back, I'm just not going to say it anymore. I'm just going to...
I'll do it every other...
To trim down my vocabulary, I guess. But yeah, that's it. That's Saturday night's main event.
That is Saturday night's main event. Not like I think they're gonna add something. I don't know what. Or something. There's gonna be a segment. Maybe it's a segment. Maybe it's a backstage thing.
Yeah, I'd bring up Unreal, but you're not even watching it.
I finished the first season today.
Well, you know, the second season's the one in the zeitgeist. You know, no one's
Yeah,
talking really about season one.
I know. I'll get there, but I'm catching up.
Sure. But the fabulous Freebird, he said that Chelsea Green is not like a Charlotte Flair or a Tiffany Stratton, but she's like the one that makes those. Is what he said. Because there was a point where they were like, Road Dogg was like, and then what we'll just give the belt back to Chelsea off Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
This was the Saturday night's main event that she broke her nose. And she goes, and they go, okay, then what's next? Then who's she fighting? And she's just fighting the people she fought before. And then he lists Michin and B-Fab and Zelina Vega and that again. So, you know. But then it's like, all right, so who is Zelina wrestling? You know, it's the same. It's like it's still a shallow pool.
Mm-hmm.
To swim in there.
Yeah,
Why
a good
you don't need a
example.
United States Championship.
Mm-hmm. A good example of something that Paul Heyman said recently. Or I don't know if you saw it recently. I saw it recently. In an interview, he said, how do you build a wrestling promotion? You get, you get a main event, right? You got two main event guys, and then over the course of weeks leading up to a pay per view, whatever, they fight the guys right below them, and they become main event guys. And then you mix them up. You keep mixing, and all of a sudden you have 16 main event guys. So Cody versus Jacob here, right? Jacob is a star, but not a main eventer. Cody's a main eventer. This will help elevate Jacob to that level. This will help fans believe in Jacob as a main eventer when the company is ready to put him there and keep him there.
Certainly.
As opposed to Jey Uso.
Certainly. That's right. The tag team champion.
That's right. This is gonna be a multi-team men's tag title match also, I'm sure.
Well, that's for WrestleMania to decide, I guess. So, who knows? Maybe they'll do Hardy Boys. If it was me, I would do Hardy Boys versus the Lucha Brothers versus the Usos versus the New Day. And if they did retire, I would put the Dudley Boys.
See who's the real.
I say that, but it's like, I'm sorry, their most recent retirement. So probably won't come back for that. But if the money's right, they'll pretty much do anything.
Oh, I am sure. See who's the real greatest tag team of all time. GTT 018.
Oh, yeah, who was the tag team champions? You know, who's going to win? You know, it's about a title, too. And then they'll have the Usos win because of The Rock. And they'll be the greatest tag team of all time.
On the Rock card.
Yeah, so. Well, that's a wrap, I guess. Unless you had anything else you wanted to throw in there.
No. You know? No, that's about it. Listen, everyone, enjoy Science Main Event. We will be here once again live Monday, back at 8 p.m. WWE is going to be Monday Night Raw.
That means Jimmy Uso might be on Raw. He might be able to show up to Raw. That's great.
Maybe, unless they're in Canada.
They are in Canada. No, they're not. I don't know if
they're in Canada for Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't know about Raw.
Okay, well, that's future their problem, not ours. You know,
it is right. We're not in charge of travel or creative. So, As always, we know the more than 69% of you are not subscribed. Do solid. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. We got a thing over here. I'm going to hit it. Where is it? Boom. There it is. We know you love to see that. So do a solid. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Helps us out a whole lot. And as always, check out a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Booker. Some episodes, they're shorter than others. Just like people.